Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into a hot topic, and that is why Roblox trends are killing the development dream. I know, it's a big one. If you're a developer trying to make your mark on the Roblox platform, listen closely while I give you guys, let's say 9 or 10 reasons why chasing trends could be a trap. Number 1 reason trends are bad is lack of originality. Original games are the reason your game will stand out, and the new trend on Roblox is line 2 games, or line games. Look at this, we'll just hop in. Our number 1 problem when it comes to hopping on trends is lack of originality. Basically, every game is the exact same in a trend with a new coat of skin. Right now, these line games are what is trending, and it might be one of the lowest effort Roblox games I've ever seen. Like, this one is pretty bad, right? And you just wait in a line and you go up and you can, skip turns and pass people, they can pass you back. But it's just so boring. And this game has thousands and thousands of players. And it's not just this one. These are all the exact same. It's like when clicker games first came out. Now it's line games and it's just weird. It's not great. Here is another one of these line games. I would say this one is actually pretty cool because they have just funny reasons that you're in jail and you're waiting to go into to die. All right. This one looks the best out of all of them I've seen so far, and I think it might be one of them that is on the top of the trend. But when following trends, you're definitely diluting your unique vision for a better game. So you're more focused on copying what's working than making something that could work even better. And I just think if you're really trying to make your mark on the platform, copying a trend game is probably not the best way to do it. Reason number 2, guys, short-lived popularity. Trends come and go faster than anything. Like, by the time this video gets posted, the line trend could already be done. And by the time you're seeing it in the future, it's probably definitely done. Check this out. Thousands of players, 13,000, 1,000, 5,000, 6,000, 3,000, thousands of people playing these games. And when clicker games first came out, there was even more than this playing them. But if we type clicker in now, 3,000, 1,000, and these were the ones that had massive amounts of players back in the day. But most of them are in the hundreds, and these are just the top ones that come up. There are thousands of clicker games with 0 players right now. So with reason number 2, it's pretty hard to follow trends when what's great today could be forgotten tomorrow. And I don't think I've ever seen a trend game turn into a stable income. So if that's something you're chasing, yeah, might not want to hop on a trend. Reason number 3, guys. Also, I just found this another line game and it has the exact same UI as the other one. Like, oh my, this is probably the exact same developer really cashing in on this trend, which, good for them. Hopefully it lasts long enough for them to make enough for whatever they're trying to do. But when you're focused on chasing trend games, burnout is insane. It happens way faster and way more often than if you're working on an actual passion project. Especially if you spend all your time making, let's say, the best game within this trend, but by the time the game comes out, the trend is gone. I'd say burnout is a huge reason not to only make trend games. Also, before we get too far in this video, I want to make sure to say I'm not against making 1 or 2 trend games, but if you focus your whole development career on it, it's not really a stable way to go about things. Number 4, guys, audience expectations. Trends, well, that's what they are, guys. Trends are trends. And this game is 99% like the Death Row one. Like, same UI, same decals on the ground, everything like that. And this makes players expect the next game in this trend to be exactly like it, or very, very close. So hopping on trends, not only are you hoping for the best, you're also sort of stifling your creative freedom. I guess making a trend game, you can't really put a bunch of your own ideas into, and that's definitely something to keep in mind. And another reason, going back to our last thing, another reason burnout happens. Reason number 5, guys, a very competitive market. Yes, we see some of these line games getting a ton of players, 5,000, 13,000, All of these with thousands of players, but we can also see some other ones. Freaky Prison Line Simulator with 13 players and a 24% like to dislike ratio. Guys, trend games are a very crowded market, and these are just the ones we see when typing in line. Think about the hundreds or thousands that have been made that don't even pop up when we type here. If you're not one of the first few games on a trend, it's very hard to find your game on Roblox, so just one more reason to maybe rethink before you hop on it. Reason number 6, guys, quality over quantity, or I guess vice versa when it comes to trend games. A lot of times when a developer is trying super hard to get the game out as fast as they can, they do compromise a lot of things that are important to make the game successful, and then you're sort of running back to that competitive market, but also not having a good enough game to compete with said market. For example, these line games, it seems to be pretty popular to have some sort of trolling aesthetic. You're gonna need VFX, sound effects, and animations, but rushing one of these games out, you're definitely gonna forget a few of those things. I'd say 9 times out of 10, it would be better to take time and really think about your game and polish it up before just rushing it out to meet up with a trend. Reason number 7, guys, brand alignment. If I were to make one of these line games, I guess maybe I could somehow figure out how to make it into a game that aligns with other stuff I've done or stuff that I love to promote, like motorcycle stunting, for example. Maybe line dealership or something like that. But the odds are, wait in line at a motorcycle dealership would not really get as much plays as a Freaky Prison Line Tycoon Simulator. It's really important to build yourself as a brand when you're making games. You don't want to just crap out a whole bunch of random stuff. Then the fans of, let's say, this game might not really align with your next game or the one after that. And it's really hard to build, we'll just say, a Roblox group that's going to want to play every game if they don't all share at least something in common. Wow, what a time for this. Wow. Guys, number 8. Limited learning opportunities. Most of these trend games are all the exact same, and once one comes out, you can usually find a template for it. I mean, I could go in the toolbox in Studio right now and type in clicker template. Heck, there's a plugin where you can press one button and create a whole clicker game. So I'm guessing there will be one with this line trend here in a couple months as well. And there's really not much you can learn if you're just making the same exact thing that you're seeing in front of you, which is pretty much what trend games are. Number 9, guys, the pressure to innovate. We've jumped into quite a few of these line games, and have you noticed much of a difference in any of them? Because I have not. The thing is, when you're hopping on a trend, you can't really put your own ideas into it and still expect it to do good. This kind of goes back to what players are expecting when they're hopping into another trend game. So if you want to make something that you're proud of, you can't really do that on a trend because you can't really innovate, and you can't put your own spin on it. Now guys, last but not least, and this definitely applies to me as well, missed passion projects. I have made a lot of games, and I've hopped on a lot of trends, failing 90% of the time when I do try to make one of these trend games. And there's all the reasons I've listed beforehand. Burnout is being a big one, but I've been working on a game for 2 years now on something I'm actually passionate about, and that's called My Bike Life. Now, I won't turn this entire video into a self-promo video for this game by any means, but I've never had as much fun on a project until I started this one, something I'm actually passionate about. I haven't really gotten burnt out at all over the past 2 years, and I don't think I've ever made something this crazy. Like, looking at this, I just get happy, like, dang, I made that, you know? And when you put your passion behind something, and just all your effort, you usually end up with a project or product that you are a lot more excited about. So guys, that is my 10 reasons to maybe think twice before you hop on a Roblox trend, or any trend for that matter. I'm not saying it's a horrible idea, but I am saying to make trend jumping your whole developer identity, that might be a bad idea. Anyways, that is going to wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.